Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna do a bit of a craft with me. I'm gonna decorate some envelopes. These are probably not gonna end up in journals. These will likely be used for some happy mail. So I am gonna use this as my Artzology DT project this month. Because I found these lovely, these are some collage backgrounds, papers that she has. She's got a set of 4 of these, and I thought they just looked lovely, and I thought because of the shape of them they would make quite a nice kind of envelope background that I will sort of collage a little bit on top of. So I really like the fact there's sort of kind of architecture theme and butterfly theme. So I kind of picked up on the butterfly theme. So we've got 4 different designs of those, which we're going to use. We've got some plain envelopes, which I think these are kind of, what size they're, maybe 8x4, something like that, 7x4. They've got some envelopes. We've got some, I rooted through all my stash for butterfly stuff. I've got these lovely some butterfly stamps, so they might come in handy. I've also downloaded a load of butterflies from the Graphics Fairy, put them on a sheet and printed them onto the clear A4 Avery label, and then I fussy cut some of those out, so we'll use some of those as well. And then I just grabbed a whole stack of scrap bits of paper. We've got some vintage book paper, we've got some sort of brown kind of sandwich paper, we've got some printouts of butterflies, scrap tea-dyed paper, some scrap music paper, so a load of scraps that we can use up. And then I've got these little word cards, which mini word cards, so we'll use some of those. And I also just grabbed some of these word caption things. We might use a few of those as well. So let's start with the first one. So we've got our envelope. I just want to make sure that I'm in frame and I'm good. For envelopes, I tend to just use a Yoo-hoo stick to stick down, or a Yoo-hoo glue pen. You know, yes, they've got to get through the post, but at the end of the day, it's not got a long shelf life, so it doesn't. The stick doesn't gonna have to last forever, but they're usually gonna get thrown away. So we'll start with the first one. This is the first design. I love this. I love the blues. So I did find a nice little fussy cut butterfly with some blue in it. So we'll use him on this one. So what I'm going to do, rather than I'm going to just glue the front of the envelope. And for this, I'm just going to use this glue pen. And I really like this stuff actually. It's a wet glue, but it's got a really nice sort of kind of nib on it, which allows you to kind of spread the glue nice and evenly, and make sure you get all the edges really close to the edges done, and then we just put a thing right in the center, and then we're just going to stick that over the top like that. Yeah, that's about, yeah, we're gonna have a little bit obviously around the edges. Okay, and once that's nice and flat, then we can go and trim off the edge pieces, because we need to see where our edge is before we start decorating. Make sure you don't cut into the envelope, obviously. Just trim away. And for my happy mail, I usually do kind of a set of envelopes when I'm feeling in the mood. And then those are ready then for when I do get around to sending my happy mail, which I've been a little bit slow of late. So there we have the background essentially. I'm using these Artzology sheets as the background. And then I'm going to take, first of all, take a little bit of blank tea dye paper, which I've turned round, made a sort of oblong. That's going to be where I write the recipient's address on. So I'm now going to start using my, just put a lid on that one. I'm going to start using my glue stick for this. I just find the glue sticks are just so much easier and quicker for these sorts of projects. When you're sticking down small bits of collage, basically. We'll put that there. You could, I suppose, I could have inked the edges for that, but I'm actually probably just going to leave that. That's fine. Then we've got a little piece of vintage book paper page, which I am going to ink that little bit around the edge. Just using vintage photo, I think. Yeah, vintage photo distress ink. And then I think I'm just going to put that so it just overlaps the label kind of there. We don't want to hide this butterfly over here. Just going to overlap the label a little bit. So we'll put that sort of there. Okay. Then I think we'll take some of the pieces. I've got this little, this is a name of a butterfly, and we'll probably put that somewhere there. I'm just going to ink the edge of that. And before, that's kind of my base pieces down. So before I stick all the rest of the little pieces down, I just want to make sure they're all kind of in the right place. So I'm probably going to put that off there. And then I've got a couple of pieces of music paper. This one's got a little, some blue wax droplets on it, which I thought was quite nice, going with the, went with the butterfly there. You just kind of got to play around, really. Put that there. Until you find, and I've got these lovely little stamps, which I will use. These are old used stamps. They're not gonna, obviously not my postage stamps, which is why I'm leaving this gap up here. We'll put this little, we'll move that more in the centre there. Put that little torn bit of butterfly from there. I think I'm going to move this piece over here and just have that nice there. Yeah, and then we'll have a little postage fragile can. We'll kind of stick that over the edge, and then we'll have some sticky flower, and we'll have a butterfly, another butterfly on the corner there. And I think I've got this bit of paper here. I wonder if we should put that underneath. The only problem is it's going to hide that butterfly. I think I'm going to just have a little strip of this going across there. Maybe put that over here. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. So let's start sticking down. Stick that little butterfly down first. I'll stick him there. And then I'll stick this one down. We'll stick a little piece of this sandwich paper. I love this stuff. I get it from Daiso actually, and it comes in a box. It's about, you know, £1, $1.50, something like that. Really cheap. It's wax paper, brown wax paper. And what I tend to do is I get a piece and I scrunch it up, and then you've got this kind of nice sort of more used feel to it, which I quite like. Okay, let's go ahead and stick these stamps up here. Put them at an angle. Put them there. Sorry about that, my husband disturbed me just then, coming into the room. Right, let's put this one here. Go, and we'll put that piece of music collage in there. And we'll put that one, I think, kind of there. That we'll just use those last, and then we'll put this is just going off the edge. Gosh, I've stuck this down and now I can't. There we go. Couldn't get it off. Right, so we'll put that off, going off the edge there. So I put that off the edge and fold it over. And then we'll add these, put the lid on my glue and my ink, doesn't dry up. And we'll put all of these little stickers. The butterfly one, I think we'll just put it off here. Just overlaps the corner there. And I tend to just push this on using a bone folder and make sure that all the edges stick down nicely. And then we've got a little flower which we'll add in this corner. You can just give that nice rub down. And you've got some space there to write the address. Okay, so that is one envelope finished. I think I might just add one stamp. I don't want to overdo the stamping. We'll see where, I think I might go for a small one here, maybe down this corner here. So let's do that. There we go. Well, I think we're not going to really see anything up here because the stamps are going to be here, but I am going to put a butterfly here stamp, and then you'll just see it sort of peeking out from, I might put it kind of down like that. We'll just see it peeking out from under the stamps. And it'll overlap that a little bit, like that. we go. Okay, so that's the first one done. So let's do another one. And let's get another envelope. And for this one, we're going to use this design. This is another one of them. Let's do the same. Use this glue for gluing the envelope down. Okay, right, so for this one, I'm going to start with a little bit of that glass seed, and I'm just going to put that off the edge there. Don't need to glue right to that edge, because one side of this is shiny, so I make sure I stick that one down so the matte side is up, and then we're just going to stick that off, and we can trim away after. Put that there, and then we will put the label. I think I'm going to ink this one. Didn't ink the other one. Let's have a look and see what this looks better inked. A bit. I use a tearing ruler for tearing these bits, but you can just you can just tear them by hand if you want. Fine. So we'll put that, I think, kind of there, I think. Stick that down. And then we will put a piece of, again, I'm going to ink the edge of this. Going to put that off an angle there. And then I've got this lovely, nice, bright yellow stamp, which might just ink the edges of this as well, because it's kind of got quite a bright white edge. You know me, vintage. Don't like bright whites. Although sometimes it works. We'll put that sort of there. This is a good idea when you're using old stamps to make sure that they look like they're part of the design, and the post office don't think they're actually there. We'll put that off there, like that. And then we've got this really nice little cutout kind of fig one, so we're going to ink the edge of that. I think we'll put that around there. Like that. And then we've got these bits, another piece of music paper and an airmail. that. And then we've got one of these lovely stickers again. Which we're going to put in this corner, I think. And we'll just have it going over the corner of the label. Again, I'll just give it a rub with the bone folder. And we've got a nice little flower here. Which I'm going to just put next to the, and overlap it slightly with the butterfly. And I've got this priority label which I'm going to put, kind of balances the sort of with the black ink spots over the top right there. Right, so I'm just going to trim this edge off here. There we go, and I think we'll just, shall we finish with some stamping? Yeah, I think we'll put a little stamp here. I quite like that one I used before, actually. Or this one. Yeah, let's use this one. It's actually got some, a little saying on the stamp. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. That's nice. Put that there, and I'm gonna do another one up here, overlapping that one a bit like that. There we go. Okay, so that one is also now done. And let's do another one. Okay, so that's that one stuck down, and I've got quite a big piece of, which I think we'll go and stick that off the edge. So let's ink it first. Okay. I've got this bit of paper which we will put there. We'll ink that first as well. So I hope everybody is doing great, and I think that's why I decided to do some envelopes. I've kind of lost my crafting mojo a little bit after being away on holiday, then getting back and being very busy with work, and we got a new dog as well, which has been a real distraction because he's also quite a young dog. He's only 5 months old, so he's really just a puppy. So with all of that going on in my life, I hadn't really had the motivation to do much else, like crafting. But we're on a long week-long weekend holiday at the moment, and so I thought ideal opportunity to just sit in my craft room and do something. So I did actually sit here for a little while thinking, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna make? I don't really want to make a journal. I just finished a couple of little journals, and so I just wanted to do something else. I was going to make some embellishments or some tags or something. And then I thought, I know, because I'm a little bit behind on my Happy Mail, I would make some Happy Mail. So I'm just going to put that across there, I think. And then at least the envelopes are done and they're ready for me to fill with letters and goodies, which I normally make as well. Okay, right. I've got another couple of stamps. Let's see where those would go. I've got a nice lovely one from Malaysia, and I've got one from Australia. So I think that can go, they can go maybe like that. And then I've got those fragile stickers, which I'll maybe put off this edge this time. What do you think? Yeah, maybe put that one off that edge. I've got this little flower which I'm going to put across like that. Got another little piece of music paper which I think we can put up here. And I've got a lovely little butterfly sticker which we could put maybe going off like that. Yeah, and that's still enough room to write the address there. Stamps. So yeah, I was inspired by the butterflies for this on Artzology's collage sheets, but you can obviously for these envelopes, but they would look really nice as well, you know, printed to a sort of full page size. I printed these half page, by the way, so I printed 2 to a page. I can do that with my printer selection. You can choose 2 images to a sheet, so that's what I did to get them smaller to fit the envelopes. But obviously if you printed them full size, they would make really nice journal pages as well. I mean, you can make them for, I mean, use them obviously for anything you like, but we'll stick that there, maybe a little bit of an angle, and we'll stick our fragile sticker off the edge of the right hand side this time. And then we'll stick our butterfly sticker in this corner. Like that. Make sure it's really stuck down because they do tend to peel off a little bit. And then we put a little flower on the right hand side. Yeah, I'm liking that, and I think we'll use one of these little stamps on this one. Maybe one there. we've still got a little bit enough space to write on. And that's that, and then we'll just trim off the top edge. And there we have it. So we've made 3 of the envelopes. 1, 2, 3. I'm really happy with those. And I think I'll make 1 more off camera and then show you the 4 completed ones at the end. Hello, and we're back. And we finished off the final one, which was this one. We just added a little fern on sticker on here, another butterfly sticker, some more stamps, same kind of thing really. And I just went ahead and added, although I had some of the wording, I just went and picked out a few little sayings and stuck those on. Beauty and grace, I think that applies to the butterfly. I lived beneath the open sky. This one we put, and let it fly away. And this one, if they were let to fly away. So those are my 4 finished decorated envelopes. I hope that has been a little bit inspirational, and that you go ahead and make your own stuff and decorate some envelopes. And thank you very much again for watching.